Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is episode 93 of the American Reveille Podcast, and Big Brother is watching you. What do I mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, a poll was taken that shows that a large majority percentage of your fellow American citizens believe that if you aren't vaccinated for COVID-19, your freedom to do things, to go to the gym, to go to the park, to go to the movies, to go get dinner, to go to the doctor, it should be restricted. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is how they bridge it. This is how they go forward. This is how we get to demolition man. This is how we get to socialism. When your neighbors are willing to sell you out, to throw you under the bus, to report you because you haven't been vaccinated for COVID-19, to ensure that your freedoms have been taken away. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is when we arrive in 1984. And folks, we just may be right around the corner. We're going to talk more about this survey and its implications next on the American Reveille Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? This is episode 93 of the American Reveille Podcast. And earlier in the day, earlier this morning, I was perusing through Breitbart, and I came across this article. Okay. This article says, poll majority of Americans support restrictions on unvaccinated people. That means your neighbors, your fellow community members, they could sell you out. They could throw you under the bus. What happens? What happens if this push towards this woke leftist ideology, this socialist, this Marxist craziness really starts coming through? And people are rewarded. Their social credit score rises for throwing unvaccinated people under the bus. What happens? Where does that lead? Where does it go? All I can tell you is that this could get very, very scary, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, speaking of scary, my stomach was super bloated and gassy. All right. And it was really scary. It was so scary. No, but seriously, I felt crappy for a bit. All right. And this is going to be my segue into telling you to watch the ad that I put at the end of this. I'm telling you the truth here. I got this stuff called Life Change Tea from getthetea.com. All right. Life Change Tea from getthetea.com. It's a gentle daily cleanse. It was really easy to make. It tasted really good. Guys, I'm telling you, nothing crazy, no pain, nothing like that. But I went to the bathroom. It cleansed me out, cleaned out the toxins. All right. It was nice and easy. And I'm telling you, folks, flattened my stomach right the hell out. If you go to getthetea.com, all right, if you go to getthetea.com, you can get yourself some Life Change Tea. Use the promo code James, promo code James. I'll say it one more time, promo code James, to get free shipping and handling. If you don't use that promo code and you got to pay for shipping, don't get mad at me. It's not my fault. I'm telling you the promo code James. It's my first name, James. James, free shipping and handling. Stay tuned at the end of this episode for a little ad I put together. Tell you a little bit about what it does, what's in it, and basically what it did for me. All right, guys. So thanks for supporting the show. If you support them, it supports us because they do help us out a little bit financially. But like I said, I'm not going to support any product that I haven't tried or I don't use. So they sent me their product. I tried them for weeks and weeks and weeks. I enjoyed it. All right, guys. It did what it claimed to do. So trust me when I tell you, all right, hook them up, help them out so they help us out. All right, guys. So, folks, the majority of Americans support restrictions on unvaccinated people. All right. That right there within itself. All right. Just the fact that Americans support restricting freedom whatsoever for any reason goes to show the shift in culture, the shift in the thinking process, the thought process of the American people that were daredevils, that took on great innovations. There were tons of folks back in the day that would aspire to be like Elon Musk instead of aspiring to become a couch potato working remotely from home. All right, guys, it's a different time. It's a different era. And, they got that quote out there. They say, what was it? Hard times make like tough people, right? Like hard times make tough people. Tough people make easy times, something like that, right? Easy times make weak people. Weak people make tough times. I think we're in that transition period again. We're going through these tough times. There's a lot of weak people out there. There's a lot of weak people. And us strong people, you and I, we're going to have to just keep fighting through this. All right. We're going to have to keep fighting through this because there's a large majority out there that are just reading headlines that really don't know what's going on and just thinks that there's a bunch of evil right-wing lunatics running around out there like Mad Max. And that's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. All right. So guys, if you're watching this, wherever you're watching, Rumble, Odyssey, YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below and share. It's so important that you do that. We're shadow banned as hell on YouTube. That's why you barely see our videos getting over 100 views. We were getting thousands before. They're watching that stuff. Trust me. I have proof of it. I'm not paranoid. I have proof of it. I'm not Alex Jones in you. I am telling the absolute truth. But Odyssey and Rumble, they could use your help. So go over there, description section below. All right. You can follow me on the alternate platforms or just with the one you're on. It's not hard. Like button, subscribe button, notification bell, share. All right. It'll help so much. So please. All right. Anyway, I'm done begging. I'm done. We're moving forward. This is by Hannah Blue. All right. You're all like, geez, James, come on, get to the damn article. Okay, Hannah. Hannah Blue, March 12th, 2021. Breitbart News, ladies and gentlemen. A poll came out. Majority of Americans support restrictions on unvaccinated people. A majority of Americans support restricting the freedoms of people who have not taken a coronavirus vaccine, according to a Reuters Ipsos survey released this week. According to the survey taken March 8 to 9, 2021, among 1,005 respondents, 72% view it as at least somewhat important to know if the people around them have been vaccinated for COVID-19. The survey listed a series of scenarios for everyday activities, including traveling to an airplane, all right, enrolling in school, working out at the gym, and asked respondents to indicate if they agree that individuals should be required to be vaccinated before engaging in such activities. 63%, ladies and gentlemen, 63% of all respondents, for example, indicated they either somewhat or strongly agree with requiring people to get the vaccine before traveling on an airplane, compared to 32% who generally disagreed. Similarly, a majority of respondents, or 59%, said people should be required to get a vaccine before enrolling in school. Democrats are far more likely to agree with that sentiment than Republicans, as 76% to the GOP's 44%. 54% of people also indicated they agree with requiring someone to get a vaccine before working out at a gym. That includes 30% who strongly agree. A plurality of Republicans, 49, disagree, compared to the 44% who agree and 7% who say they remain unsure. Additionally, 56% expressed the view the people should receive to vaccinate to work in an office. What does that say? Additionally, 56% expressed the view the people should receive a vaccinate. Oh, it should say a vaccination. Sorry. Hey, Breitbart, sorry for calling out your typo there. Let's reread that properly. Additionally, 56% expressed the view the people should receive a vaccination to work in an office, as well as attend a concert or go to a theater. The survey margin of error for all respondents is plus or minus 4%. President Joe Biden announced during Thursday's primetime address, which marked the one-year anniversary of the Chinese coronavirus pandemic, that all U.S. adults will be eligible for vaccination by May 1st. Now, guys, I know I just read a big stretch there. We talked about, remember the episode where I was dressed as a Republicorn? All right. If you didn't see that one, it's like 2 episodes ago. All right. Where we watched Biden's speech together. It's the one that's called My Reaction to Biden's Speech is So Much Better Than Biden's Speech, because it is so much better than Biden's speech. Right. He says that. Oh, by May, people get the vaccine. You're all good. Listen, guys. Trump did that. Trump put that out. That's Operation Warp Speed. That was already planned. By the way, I love that meme that I put out, the one where Steve Bannon looked at Joe Biden's eyes and they're all black. Like, what happened? Seriously, I saw the old pictures of Joe Biden with blue eyes, and he's giving that speech. His eyes are like coal. He's like burning inside. I told you on that post I put on Parler and Gab. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out years from now and said it was determined that 76 million Americans were infected by a brain worm that came by comet. It came by a comet through the atmosphere and infected their brain and made them believe, that late-term abortions were good and Antifa was actually fighting fascism, and it just drove them insane. And but we exterminated the brain worm, so don't worry. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, oh, that's strange, but okay. I'm kind of scared now that we know cosmic brain worms exist, but I'm glad we don't have to worry about socialism anymore. If that happened, I'd be happy. But again, at the same time, it's also terrifying. It's also impossible. I'm pulling it out of my rump. It's BS. It's garbage. It's a joke. Okay. Somebody's going to I'm going to get an email like, you're talking about brain worms. He's not serious. This is entertainment. It's entertainment. You get empowered because it's the truth. But we do make jokes. We have fun. We have a good freaking time. All right. You get enlightened along the way a little bit. But it's entertainment, all right? Some people do that. They email me like, you need to get straight to the story and straight to the facts, and you can't talk like this, and you have to you can't beat around the bush, and you can't make jokes, and it's not you. This is the news. And it's like, no, this isn't the news, all right? This is fact-based, news-based, politics-based commentary and entertainment for your enjoyment, plain and simple, for your enjoyment. And Unfortunately, I don't enjoy Joe Biden lying his ass off. And that's what he did during that whole speech. And we talked about it on that episode, like I said. All right. Quote, it means you'll be able to get in line beginning May 1st. Every adult will be eligible to get their shot. And to do this, we're going to go from 1 million shots a day that I promised in December before I was sworn in to beating our current pace of 2 million shots a day, outpacing the rest of the world, which was basically planned by Trump. And Biden just, he literally is just taking credit for crap that Trump did. It is what it is. All right. I mean, they're ridiculous, but they're not talking to you or I. They're talking to the low information voters. They're talking to the people that read a headline or watch CNN and just believe it. That's what they do. That's what it is. So, I mean, he doesn't really give a crap at this point. All right. They're just going to try to shove everything they can through. They're just going to try to do everything they can to turn this into a Marxist hellhole, where your neighbors will be rewarded for reporting you. You will be forced to do things against your will. They will strip your freedoms away. Look at Feinstein. She introduced that bill. They're going to look at that bill to remove, what is it? To ban like 200 plus types of assault rifles? Why? We already know the facts about those. We know that it won't affect gun violence. We know that these just hurt good law-abiding citizens and empower criminals. But unfortunately, we live in a world where all of our politicians seem to be blinded by money and blinded by their lobbyists and blinded by power-hungry, personal, selfish goals. And that's, I mean, look, there's good ones. Look, I like DeSantis, obviously. We like Marjorie Taylor Greene. We like all of these different, I could go on and on. All right. But when we're starting to see that common folks are getting so desperate that we wonder whether or not they'd throw their neighbor under the bus just so they could go on an airplane. I mean, it's scary stuff. This is a direct result of the leftist ideology, the leftist woke agenda, in combination with the media scaring the living shit out of people for a year. All right. That's what this is the anniversary of. The anniversary of the terror. That's what it should be. All right. This should be known as the Great Terror of 2020, the coronavirus pandemic. They'll look back in 2040. There'll be a museum and it'll be like, in 2020, the coronavirus struck to an unsuspecting American population who panicked. The news media, hungry for power, used this as an opportunity to scare the people into submission by constantly bombarding them with lies for a year straight. We know now the dark and horrible results of such irresponsible, untruthful media reporting. Dun, dun, dun. That's the museum exhibit. There you go. You're welcome. I literally just pulled that right out of the nether. Whew. Thank you. For that, touching my antenna. Listen, we can't live in a world like that. We live in a world of individual freedoms, individual rights, individual responsibility. Your freedom ends at my doorstep and my freedom ends at your doorstep. Plain and simple. And I respect that. Whatever you want to do with your life, I respect that. Stay the F out of mine. All right? This crap, they're getting in our business. And I have a problem with that. And I know you do too, all right? So look, let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, subscribe, share, follow, subscribe, share, follow, notification bell, share. I'm just going to say like random, like share, notification bell, follow, share, notification bell, subscribe, share, notification bell, follow, share. Bum. Listen. All right. Yes, I know it was ridiculous, but I need you to do that for me. All right. If you're grateful, I just did that little dance and song that I just made up. All right. Do me a favor. At least do one of those. All right. We need your help with that. All right. I want you to think about this. I want you to really think about this. Leave me some really thoughtful responses in the comment section below. And if you want to have a conversation about it, email me directly, jameslane@AmericanReveille.com. Of course, you can follow me on Gab. Oh, what is happening here? For those listening, they have an internal error. Gab's been getting hacked on and off and all kinds of things. Let's see if it comes back up. All right, listen, when Gab works, follow me there, www.gab.com, American_Reveille. Of course, I'm on Parler, at the James Lane on Parler. All right, at the James Lane on Parler. Follow me there. Echo all of my posts. I need you to help me out with that, guys. I'm growing our following back. We took a real big hit when they shut Parler down and ramped all the censorship up. I'm shadow banned all over the place. So it's guerrilla marketing. As Alex Jones says, I'm a guerrilla. I think I know the book he got that from because I'm reading it right now. So we're going to be guerrilla marketing, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to make this happen however we have to, but it starts with you. So please echo my posts on Parler and share everything and follow everything you can. Go to Odyssey, ODYSEE.com, the YouTube replacement. Follow me there, American_Reveille. All of these, of course, again, they're in the links below, All right, guys, just go into the description section and go through them for me. All right, go through them and follow along. Of course, you can go to www.americanreveille.com. Again, like I said in the last podcast, I have a meeting with someone on Monday who's going to help me get the new website finished so we can launch it. It's almost done. It's 99.9% done, but I can't do it all myself and I need some help. And so I have somebody coming in for a meeting to help me with that. But you can go to the old website. It's still up. You can get all of our latest updates, newest articles there. You can contact us. Let me know what you think. And of course, you can hit the support us tab and you can donate digital currency or PayPal. We put it right back into the American Reveille to keep beefing up, our operations. And we really need your help. So please help us out. All right. If you want to support a grassroots movement and company that's looking to explode across this country, that is your chance to invest. And of course, you can go to the sign up tab right here and sign up for our newsletter. Every Sunday, you'll get a recap of what we did throughout the week. All right, guys. So I want to thank you so much for listening to the 93rd episode of the American Reveille Podcast. I want to thank you so much for supporting us so far, for pushing us to where we are and helping us so far to achieve all of these great goals that we've achieved. We've had some cool interviews. We've had some awesome numbers, and we've had a good time so far. We just had a good time spreading the truth about America. All right, spreading the truth about what it is to be a patriot and spreading the truth, empowering, enlightening, and entertaining our audience. So thank you so much for that. All right, guys, stay tuned right after this for a quick little thing I put together about Life Change Tea at getthetea.com. Promo code James, free shipping and handling. And I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in episode 94 of the American Reveille Podcast. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, and I want to tell you about Life Change Tea. That's right, Life Change Tea. I have a pack of it right here. Listen, as many of you know, I've been working really hard to get back in shape, okay? I was thinking lately, right? And you should probably be thinking about it too, with how crazy everything is, with how unstable the government seems, with all of these socialists, all of this leftist insanity. You would just call insanity. Who knows when the hell I'm going to have to run, or when I'm going to have to, I don't know, save my family from something. I don't know. So I was getting fatter and fatter, feeling crappier and crappier. My diet was junk. I started by cleaning up the diet. I've been working out more and more, but I was still bloated. I was still gassy. I was still feeling crappy. And I finally decided to pull out an old trick in the book. All right. Something that I used for weight loss in the past. And I was thinking about a cleanse, right? Maybe take something that would help me evacuate my bowels a little bit, if you know what I mean. But you know, what I found was something different. I found Life Change Tea. All right, www.getthetea.com. I found this Life Change Tea, and instead of a 7-day or a 14-day cleanse, a 3-day cleanse, what they were offering was a daily tea, like a daily delicious iced tea, not some kind of weird hot tea or some kind of nasty tasting thing. No, this was a health supplement. All right, I started reading about it, and they were talking about all these herbs, these ancient herbs, right? Look at this: organic blessed thistle herb, malva leaf, organic marshmallow leaf. I didn't even know what the heck a marshmallow leaf was. Apparently, it's for anti-inflammatory and antioxidants and stuff. I looked some of this stuff up. It's crazy. Milk thistle extract that cleans your liver and kidneys. I mean, there's all these different things in here, but I was happy. I was attracted to it because it was all natural. It was put together in the US, right? Obviously, they've got to get spices from these very special places. Not spices, but you know, these special herbs. They got to get them from special places around the world, but it's all done here. It's packaged, put together, and blended accordingly right here in the USA. All right. And I tried it, and it was delicious. Look at this. I'm old school. I fill a jug. You see this big jug right here? And for those listening over there on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and everything like that, I'm holding this big gallon jug that used to be full of water. See those tea bags floating in the bottom there? This was full, guys. But I've been drinking it every day, twice a day, 8 ounces. Take a listen. Pour it in the glass. Oh yeah, that's not a sound effect. That's real. Look at this. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. And mabuhay to all my Filipino friends out there. I have the mint flavor. It's actually really good. I really like it. It's yummy. Look, this stuff's good. I can take that right now. I'm going to do 2 hours of podcast recording after this. It's not like me drinking that's going to send me running to the back. It's gentle. It's good stuff, all right? So it's got all these herbs. They cleanse you out. They make you regular again. They clean the toxins out of your system. They help you clean the extra waste that's been stored up in the colon, the stuff that's not healthy for you, not good for you. It keeps the bloat down. I don't feel so swollen. You know how you feel like swollen sometimes? Your fingers hurt? Yeah, you don't feel like that. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. So it's good stuff, guys. Listen, you have to go to www.getthettea.com. GETTHETEA.com. www.getthettea.com. www.getthettea.com. Promo code James, folks. Promo code James. That'll get you free shipping and handling. It's not expensive. It's good stuff, all right? It helps maintain your health. It cleanses your body from all kinds of toxins, all kinds of things that can cause colds and flus and different things like that. It keeps the bugs out real good. It helps your digestion, all right? Just like I've been saying, my bloats, I feel so much better, guys. I feel so much better. And just in this journey that I'm taking to get back in shape, I really feel like it's helping me immensely. It really is. I really think so. So try it out, guys. Life Change Tea. You just saw me drink a bunch of it. You just saw my almost empty jug. That's, by the way, like the third jug. All right. That's not the first jug. Not the first jug at all. Trust me. It's good stuff, guys. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to thank me. All right. www.getthettea.com. www.getthettea.com. Get your Life Change Tea. Use the promo code James. Free